fight it out.
I thought we'd make it to the town before sunset, but it's already dark. It's real quiet. I don't hear a sound. Shh. Who's there? What are you doing here? You must be the ones from Lodis. We won't let you interfere. The mermaid's spear is a treasure of the Troll family. They must be looking for the same thing as we are. Sounds like they haven't found it yet, though. What are you mumbling? We know what you're after. We won't let you snatch it from us. You've always resorted to using force. You're responsible for the death of my family. Since then, I've lived with nothing but vengeance to sustain me. Fool, do you live only for revenge? David, why are you here? Last I heard you disappeared at Formido. Are you alright? I'm fine. So how'd you end up here? Many soldiers were wounded by undead creatures in the forest of Grillis. Because of the confusion, we had no choice but to retreat. The enemy's been saying that someone's after them. They must have been talking about you. Tell me, what exactly are they looking for? And what's your true mission? I don't care what happened as long as you're safe. Come back, and we'll talk. I'm sorry, but I can't do that, Richter. This woman saved my life at Formido. I'm in her debt. Please forget about me. I have no intentions of returning. Are you out of your mind? You're a member of the Order of the Sacred Flame. Listen, David. You're smart, and you have the potential to grow stronger. When I become the next Duke of Fellis, I want you to be my right-hand man. I will govern, and you will head up the country's defenses. If you want, I'll make you the head of the Knights. You're vital to the future of Lodis. I appreciate your offer, but my destiny lies elsewhere. I may not yet know exactly what my future holds, but I intend to find out. You've been a true asset to us. I want to rule Fellis, and with your help, bring stability to Lodis. I've been thinking about this for some time, but did you plan on leaving all along? That's not it, Richter. I need to discover what I can accomplish on my own, without the help of my family, my status, or you. What did that woman say to you? Do you even know who she is? Let me ask you something then. Why are you here? We came here in search of the White Fang troops, but instead, at this late hour, we find you sneaking around with this spy of the church. That's because I know who you are. You're a member of the Hand of the Pope. What's the church plotting? To restore power to the Pope? Plotting? You make my work sound so ugly. My mission is to do the Lord's will. What more can I do? The Hand of the Pope obeys the Pope and Philrock without question. I've dedicated my life to them. Then, why don't you pursue your goals openly? God sees all, including your dubious ways. And what about you? If your mission was to halt the White Fang troops, then why are you here? Silence, woman! Your miserable life was saved by the mercy of Lodis. How dare you vulgar people talk to me like that? I'm sorry, but there's no point in talking to you now. There's no getting to that thick skull of yours. You infuriate me! David, I suppose that you're on their side too? What are you saying? Didn't you hear what I said? I'm here of my own will. Please understand, Richter. Your own will? Huh, you must be dreaming. You let the current be your guide. Only you convince yourself that it's the path that you've chosen. Even meeting this woman was just coincidence. This is your last chance to rejoin us. Sorry. Huh. It was wrong of me to have such high expectations for you. Alright, that's it. I can't stand people who try to manipulate history from the shadows. If you want to go with her, go ahead. but if you get in my way, don't expect any mercy. We'd better hurry if Ranunculus has its eyes on the Western Sea. After we find a boat, we'll head down to the Rana Sea to find the mermaid sanctuary. I heard the leaders lived for over 400 years. She must know something about the sacred spear. Are you listening? I am, but there's no way you can sail in this rain. Are you still concerned by what he said? Then start taking responsibility for your actions. That's why you're always treated like a child. Listen, you can't have freedom without bearing the responsibility. People have the right to choose their actions freely, but they are responsible for the results of those actions. Freedom. Responsibility? Understand? You declined his offer. There's a possibility that he'll become your enemy, but you have to face reality and accept that fact. I don't want to. No, I can't. I can't fight Richter. Then, why did you refuse him? You could have gone with him. I had no choice. I had no choice, you say? You're so naive. You don't understand. Of course not. I'm not a mind reader. But I do know you made it clear that you won't be going back. You have no place to return to anymore. I don't know what to do. But I had to speak truthfully. We can't relive the past, but we can start anew. Time waits for no man. The past has led you to the present. But you build your own future with choices today. Throughout your life, you will face many difficult decisions. There's no right or wrong, just paths that lead to different futures. That's all the advice I can give you. Sybil, why did you become a member of the Hand of the Pope? No reason, really. I was a war orphan sent to Gallius at 6, and educated to become a member. Now I've dedicated my life to serving the Church. So that's the life you choose? Yes. Regardless of what I hoped for, I had to make choices from the options available to me in my environment. I'm here right now as a result of those choices. Listen, your birth, your status, these things are part of your environment. They're what you've been given. People strive for the things that they want and give up on the things that they don't want. Choosing not to decide is still a choice. Looks like he's here. So, are you able to take us to the Rana Sea? The currents outside of the Yama Bay are complicated. Besides, it's the storming season now. Even if you bypass these hazards, you'd still have to navigate around the sunken rocks in Rana. I'm sorry, but we can't help you. What if we wait until the ocean calms down? You said that you're looking for the mermaid sanctuary? Listen, don't be foolish. Don't take the sea or the mermaids lightly. They're monsters. They tempt men with their beauty and their singing, and then drag them into the sea. We had such an incident last summer. We have rules for our safety, but you outsiders think that you can solve everything with your money and your logic. Let it go, Sybil. They're just thinking of their own safety. All right, thanks for your cooperation. If you want to meet the mermaids that badly, then capture one. She'll call for help, and others will come. Then, follow them to the sanctuary. I must be on my way. Please, don't hold a grudge against me. Well, let's find ourselves a mermaid. What do you mean? Weren't you listening? If we capture a mermaid and wound her, she'll call for help. Then we'll follow them to the leader. Hold on. I'm not so sure about this. The mermaids have nothing to do with your treasure hunting. How can we use them like that? Then tell me, David, what should we do? The sea is endless. We are powerless to it. We need a practical solution, and that's the best idea that we've got. Save your sympathy, unless you can think of another way. Otherwise, follow my orders. I don't have a better idea, but still, I can't agree to that. Then find another way. If you get the information on your own before it reaches the enemy, then your debt to me will be repaid, and I will release you for my service. Alright, I promise you that I'll return with the information that you seek. It's still raining. The savage winds still rage. They may not subside for some time. David, what do you do now? We'll head towards the Rana Sea through Bison. Bison? The paradise of the beasts? It'll be difficult to pass through the swamp. I know, but there's one advantage. No one would ever suspect that we'd go through there in this rain. Besides, no one will retrace our footsteps either. I see. We'd better prepare for our fighting in those conditions. Ivana, why did you decide to come with me? Don't you want to avenge your father's death? The White Fang troops have a hand in all of this. My uncle must be plotting something. I think it's best to stay with you for now. Don't get me wrong. I do want to know the truth of my father's death. But I want to help you too. Why? I don't know. My sword instructor used to tell me that destructive power can never win against protective power. I became a knight to protect the homunculus, but after meeting you at Vespa, I decided to fight alongside you and your comrades. Thanks, Ivana. Let's get going. Because of the storm, traveling by sea is out of the question. Crossing the swamp is our only alternative.